Hello, everybody. I'm here with Dr. Anna Elton, and we're going to be talking about her upcoming course that will be recorded and live in October on the evolution of desire, clinical perspectives on attraction, seduction, and erotic intelligence. Wow, this is going to be amazing. Tell me about this course, Anna.
Oh, I love desire. I feel like this is something not fully discovered, right? And then I guess one of the biggest issues in couples therapy when couples come in and there is no more desire, right? And desire discrepancies, and just in general, I feel like in long-term couples, desire decline, and it's normal. And the trick is, how do we help couples to bring that desire back?
And so, what are some of the things we're going to learn? How do we help couples?
Well, I always start with three things, three whys, right? Why did we fall in love? So, how we were attracted to our partners. And I looked at a lot of different research of attraction. So, what attracts us to certain people, neurobiology and attraction. And um, then the second one is why we're here, right? So, what keeps us together? Why we're still trying? Why we're still showing up for each other? And then the next one is, what do we need to be successful and to desire each other in the future? So you'll know why you attracted to your partner, what's still keeping you here, right? Your strengths and in your relationship, and how do you fill the gap to move forward?
That's awesome. And how does that help with desire and increasing it?
So with desire, so I have this theory, right? So usually it starts with attraction, right? Then we move to the commitment stage. Then it dips into stagnation, right? And stagnation, that's, it can happen soon, right? It can happen right after the honeymoon period, 18 to 24 months. I feel like with the technology age, it can definitely happen way sooner. I saw couples where like the stagnation happened at 9 months. But then this is not the end. Obviously, with some couples, they can give up, and that's why you see situationships, right? You start the relationship, it's exciting, and then you hit the stagnation, and then you end the relationship. But in long-term couples, you can break out of that stagnation, and then you can go up, right? And then, as Helen Fisher mentioned, at some point, you can even get to almost the same level as at the first honeymoon stage if you use the right tools. So you get to the reattraction and rediscovery stage.
So we can get back to that honeymoon stage even after it's been gone or the feelings have been gone for quite some time.
Yep, absolutely. And then how do you find the feelings, right? And I always bring the cognitive behavioral therapy, right? The way we think affects the way we feel and affects our actions, right? If we think that our partner is someone who is stable, right? Um, for example, I heard like he was my rock. So the way you feel about it, you feel connection, you feel excitement, right? You want to be connected to your partner. And, or like after a while, if you feel like you had a lot of disconnect, and then when you look at your partner, is someone who is just there, who is lazy, who doesn't want to help you, you don't want to be close to that partner. So you need that compassion and passion.
And you need to work through some of those if there are relational issues, as well as making sure that you're seeing your partner the way you did when the relationship began. Because as things go on, you have real life stress, right? Work stuff, family stuff. Maybe you have children, or maybe you have your parents in the house, and real life stuff gets in the way of passion and excitement. So it sounds like we got to find a way back to that.
Absolutely. And I think one of the biggest things is still being curious about your partner, because we stop at some point, we're excited, want to know about your partner, everything and anything. And then at some point, you just stop looking at your partner, start being curious about your partner. And then you need to get to that rediscovery stage, but try to be curious.
That fuels attraction, and attraction fuels desire.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, anything else you want to add to get people excited about this awesome course?
We're also going to talk about seduction.
Ooh,
How do you seduce yourself in the first place, right? Because if you don't feel any desire for yourself, how can you feel desire for anything else? So, how do you seduce yourself, and how do you seduce your partner once again?
can you give us one tip there or one little teaser?
Well, when I traveled to one of my conferences in New Orleans, I went to burlesque with my husband, burlesque show. And Lola Vanilla, she is the lead singer and she's a producer, but she also teaches seduction classes. And one of the things she said, how do you get in sync with yourself, right? Maybe you need to start to look in the mirror and touch yourself lightly, right? That's when you start to really get in touch with your body, with yourself, and with your desire.
I love that. All right. Well, I'm excited to hear more. Thank you so much, and we'll look forward to your class.
Thank you.